Hi, everyone. Again, there's like such a bad fucking lag, guys. So basically, I won't be able to interact with you again. But yeah, I think we're gonna start on time tonight. So I'm just gonna watch the thing here to see how many people show up. I'm gonna give everybody some time to join on in. Hi everyone. Hi Justin. Hi Floyd. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna watch the counter, Patricia, to see. Okay, we're gonna get started really fucking soon today. Third time's a charm, guys. I'm really excited. So I won't wait more than like a minute or two. Let's start at like 5:02. How about that? Hi Marin. I'm just gonna yell out some hellos. Okay, so we've got, okay, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna let a bunch of people pour in for a little bit. Let's see how that goes. Eddie was in here first. No, Dan was in here first. Hi, Dan. Hi, Eddie. Okay, and I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. So if you guys could just let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. And Patricia's AirPods are charged today. Hotspot Casino, I don't know your name. If you guys don't have your name written, I can't say hello to you. Robert, hello, my dear. Okay, so we're gonna get started in a minute. I'm just going to, yeah, again, there is a big lag. So I just want to make sure I got your name right, Marin. Awesome. Jersey in the house, 973 Soprano, love it. Okay, so where are you guys from? We've got a minute or two to kill before I get started. Loud and clear. Awesome. Patricia, we did it. And they can hear us clearly. Awesome. T-Rex in the house. Love it, Max. Bowman. Okay, I feel like I've known you. Loud and clear. Awesome. All right, it's now time. Yeah, Patricia's in here. Woohoo, love it. Okay, they can, Atlantic City. Awesome. Wait a minute, do I know you? That name looks so familiar. Georgia in the house, Central Cali, LBC. All right, love it. Okay, guys, welcome. More Jersey people, more LA people. Love it. My two homes. Working in Germany. Okay. Okay, guys. So I just want to welcome everybody to day 3 of our 5-day challenge. Today, we're going to talk about how to get women laughing with you and also flirting with you in a way that feels natural and engaging and exciting and fun for you too. You guys always know I like saying it's got to be fun for you guys as well. You got to love what you're doing as well. So for anybody new to these trainings, I'll be damn surprised, but just a reminder, I'm going to be super focused, honed in on this one topic. And that's how we're going to be for the remainder of our time together. We've only got tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday left. Brand new topic every day. And today's topic, like I mentioned, is going to be laughing and flirting. Because if you guys get through steps 1, step 2, you probably already know. Step 1 and step 2 is basically staying in the friend zone where she made a good girlfriend. Like, he listens, we connect. Awesome. Because I don't want you guys there in the friend zone, because you don't want you there in the friend zone, we need to talk about getting women laughing along with you, not laughing at you, and flirting with you as well. So it's not enough just to get women laughing, because getting a woman to laugh at you because you said something funny is not the same as sharing in a laugh. I'm sure you guys already know this. And for everyone who's been aware of Pete Davidson's string of hotties lately, yeah, you know that you probably do need to make a woman laugh. It's not rocket science at this point. And anyone who's made a woman laugh and nothing more knows damn well the importance of needing to move things forward. And that's what I mean, guys, when I say flirting. It's moving things forward. But for those of you who've heard me say this already, flirting is nothing more than introducing the concept of us. If you've never heard me say that before, this is something I would write down, is flirting equals introducing us. And that's what I'm going to teach you guys today. Because here's the problem. Most of the stuff out there, most of the dating advice out there on making a woman laugh or flirting even involves you either, one, saying some shit that is copy and paste that could be used by any man on any woman, and two, because it is copy and paste, it doesn't feel natural, right? It doesn't feel like who you are. And like I always say, if it doesn't feel natural, it's gonna feel forced. I bet you guys know where I'm going with this. And if it feels forced, it will feel too forward. Does that make sense, guys? You're going to see me keep looking over at the chat, but we're not even interacting in real time. So I'll try to stop and I'll just focus on you guys right here. That's why we use the term, he was too forward, or I feel too forward. You feel like you're being too forward when you're forcing it. But that's only because y'all haven't been given the correct how-to on how to do it. And that's what I'm going to teach you guys today, is the correct how-to in a way that's going to feel natural. It's going to feel like a natural step also from Sundays and last night's training, where we women might even go there for you because it's a natural step and because we're connected. So yeah. This is for anybody who struggles with that stuff. If you struggle with making women laugh, or even sharing in laughs with women, or for anyone who just doesn't move things forward naturally in a way that feels good for you. It's not for anybody here who's like, what is the quick line that I could jot down and memorize? Because I'll explain in a second why that shit is always going to be hit or miss, mostly miss. But instead, by tonight, you're going to know the science and psychology of what makes us women laugh with you, how to get those knee-jerk belly laughs. You know, I'm all about those knee-jerk emotional reactions, and how and why flirting and moving things forward is going to be a lot easier from this day forward. In fact, you probably won't even realize you're doing it when you do it, because it won't feel so bizarre or out of character anymore. And true to form, if you guys stay to the very end, we'll talk about what it takes to getting this on autopilot, becoming a part of who you are, where you just exude that charm, that wit, that charisma, where we women see it on you the second you walk into a room. Because I'm telling you we can, and I'm telling you that's what we go fucking nuts for. Also, because like I said, all of this stuff really just builds and builds and builds on one another. I'll discuss what to do next after we've got the laughing and flirting down pat. So again, for anybody joining us tonight for the first time, welcome, first of all. And for any of those who don't fucking know me, maybe y'all met me or like found one of my YouTube videos earlier today or like yesterday. I am Jessica J, former marriage and family therapist and Playboy radio show host turned dating coach for men. I started out in this line of work, working with pickup artists and male dating coaches. And for the past 10 or so years now, oh my God, I've just been specifically helping guys be themselves and get women as yourselves. I had a former client I talked to a couple of days ago, and this is really funny because knowing what he looks like, I feel bad laughing at this. I hope he's not on here, but he goes, I don't feel sexier, or I don't particularly look any better. But I don't know, women are just making passes at me now, and it's just insane. It's never happened before. I don't know what I'm doing that they even want me. And I'm telling you guys, I never get tired of hearing this shit. But that has never been the case I've seen with students of other pickup artists and dating coaches, where nothing has changed about them as men, not their looks, not their money. And now women are chasing after them. Every student I've worked with under pickup artists and dating coaches, they've had to go through these full-blown fucking makeovers and shit. They've had to go to like dancing classes, and they've had to like make more money. Really, they weren't able to get women as they were. In fact, students were required to write out on flashcards like different flirting lines. You remember those flashcards back in grade school? Index cards, that's what we called them. Yeah, so they wrote out jokes and flirting lines on index cards, and they were supposed to memorize them to use them. And then these poor guys felt really fucking stupid saying this stuff because it wasn't something they'd normally say. And then they'd say it while dreading saying it. And then the girls would cringe so fucking bad. And then the guys would see the girls cringing and then they'd feel like shit. And then the coaches or the pickup artists would be like, you didn't say it with confidence. That's why it didn't work. Like, what the fuck? Why would they be confident saying that shit? I've said it once and I'll say it again. If you're saying something that is trying to be funny, trying to be flirty, and it's not actually you, what you're saying, it's gonna come across that way, where you're saying it because you think you have to, or you're saying it because someone else told you you have to say it. How do you think it's coming across to the women listening to you say it? Exactly. So today I'm going to talk about what really makes us laugh with you, where we're not laughing at you because of some stupid outfit you're wearing. And again, just how to build that momentum from Sunday and yesterday to create those sparks. I want to clap again, but just create that spark, that chemistry, because that's what laughing and flirting is, guys. It's chemistry. And that's what we're here to see when it comes to dating, to see if there's chemistry. That's what us women are looking for in dating. And that's what most men don't realize that can create. And that's what you guys here tonight are going to learn how to do with anyone. So most of you already know what the formula is for laughing and flirting and moving things forward, which bravo. All right. You were here the first 2 days. But I've never gone over the exact science and psychology behind the mechanism of how and why it works. So first, I'm going to detail exactly that. What makes us laugh? What draws us to you and gets us feeling those good feelings about you? And what makes us want more of you in ways that we don't want with any other person in our lives or any other man out there? And then I'm going to go over the exact formula for execution as always. Got it? I keep looking like you guys are able to talk to me. I feel so alone in here, but I see you guys and I know there is a lag, but okay, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about laughing at you versus laughing with you. So there's her laughing at you and where you say some funny shit and you get a rise out of her. And then there's the two of you laughing together. The research shows that we women perceive funny guys as more attractive than guys who aren't. Research also shown that people who laugh together tend to like each other more. That makes sense, right? Fucking common sense. There's one study from the University of Berkeley that showed when two people laugh together, as opposed to one person making the other laugh, it increases how much both people, one, like each other, and two, want to interact more with one another. They called it the glue of the connection, citing that shared laughter was uniquely linked to people's overall evaluations of quality, closeness, and support. Not that slide yet, Patricia. Yeah, in their relationship. So sharing that laugh, not just laughing, benefits the relationship most. So that brings me to connecting statements. Now, what the fuck are connecting statements? Okay, so first let me talk about what makes something funny. If you guys have my Speak to Spark Arousal program, you might already know what connecting statements are. You might have heard me talk about what we perceive as funny. But okay, so now the incongruity theory of humor suggests that we find fundamentally incompatible concepts or unexpected resolutions funny. Basically, we find humor in the incongruity between our expectations and the reality that we interpret as benign. So for example, we can laugh at, say, a dog walking down the street in a Batman costume. It's why we tend to laugh when we see people falling randomly. It's a little messed up, but like they didn't die, they're okay, but we're not expecting it. So things that are incongruent between what we expect and reality, our brain interprets as humorous. That's why you'll already see, for those of you who are super fucking smart, you'll already see that once you start using personal relevant statements, my clients can attest to this. I know some of you are in here. Once they start speaking in a more personal voice and conversation, they automatically start making women laugh without even trying. Why? Because speaking from your own thoughts, your own experiences, how you see the world in your body will always be unexpected. Because nobody on this fucking planet will ever be able to say the same exact thing in that exact moment because they're not you. I'm going to repeat that again, guys. Speaking with your thoughts, your experiences, how you see the world is always going to be unexpected by anybody listening to you, because nobody on this planet can say the same shit because they're not you. That's why all of you think I'm so fucking hilarious. It's because I'm constantly giving you my perspectives on how I see the world. And I'm almost always speaking personally. If you guys notice, you guys, I hope you guys don't like nitpick now in my videos, but whatever, nitpick. I'm just always myself. But just speaking personally will just get laughs. This is actually what happens when someone is laughing at you, not really in a degrading sense or like, you know, a patronizing way. It just is what it is. You're being funny. You're being unexpected. You're going to get that laugh. Who you are is making them laugh. So yes, that's them laughing at you, not with you, because it's not yet shared. Does that make sense, guys? Oh, I wish we were talking in real time. So going back to Sunday's and yesterday's training, honing in on speaking more personally in every given moment will automatically make you seem funnier by default to anybody who's listening. But like I said, we're aiming not to be laughed at. We're aiming to laugh together, to share in the laugh, not just make women laugh because now you're a funny ass motherfucker who's saying some shit that no other guy is saying. And that's where connecting statements come in. So most men, including my clients, think that they have to say something romantic or sexual or show interest in order to flirt, by flat out saying things like, I like you, or I think you're beautiful, I want to take you out. And the truth is, you really don't have to do any of that shit. In fact, not being blatantly romantic or sexual or saying, I want you, it leaves even more to be desired, because again, you're just simply introducing the concept of us. You're planting that seed, that thought of us together then gets watered with our emotions, because our thoughts dictate our emotions, which then cyclically reinforces our actions. Again, our thoughts dictate our emotions, and then our emotions reinforce our actions till those original thoughts are no longer a preset to our actions. That's what muscle memory is. So let me give you guys an example. If you sat there and I told you, hey, did you know that anytime you smile directly at somebody while looking them in their eyes, it causes a surge of dopamine in their brains and makes them automatically feel good about you? So, mind you, I don't know if that's true. I just fucking pulled that out of my ass. But if I told you that, you'd probably think to yourself, oh shit, that's nice. Well, damn, that makes me feel good knowing that. So I will do that more. And then the next time you go out, you think, okay, let me smile at this person. And then they smile back. And then you feel great. And then now you're reinforced to keep doing it every time you see a stranger. And eventually you're not even going to think about it anymore before you just do it. I'll give you another example. I once read a study that said people who use the words LMFAO are interpreted as funnier and more likable. And this is like a couple of years ago. It just dawned on me. So now I write LMFAO fucking everywhere. I'll write it everywhere, but I don't think about it anymore. I just do it because I was like, I want to be perceived as better, whatever. That's how attraction works for us women as well. You plant that seed of connection that makes us feel connected to you. And because you're saying something personal, something relevant, something unexpected, incongruent with how other people talk to us. Do you see what I'm getting at? Throw all those emotions at us. Again, connection, interest, sameness, shared laughter, oh my God, which develops into liking and wanting more. Can you now see how a woman would start falling for you? Do you guys see the formula? All right, we're going to break it down step by step now. Let's break it down. I love breaking it down. And I love fucking formulas. Okay, so if it's personal, you are going to generate interest because she sees herself as you, because now she can relate to you. It's also unexpected, again, because no one else can say this shit but you. So when it's unexpected, we're going to get laughs. Then you're going to be relevant as well. Going back to day one, personal and relevant. When it's relevant, we've got that shared now. Remember the elevator? So that shared feeling because we're both here right now. Then we're going to, how about you? H-A-Y, PRS was hey, how about you? That is the literal connection. That is my consent to the connection. That is me creating that connection to you. Then spell it all out. PRS plus hey, that's the entire thing. Personal relevant statement plus how about you? We've got interest, we've got unexpected and incongruent. And now we're similar and we feel this togetherness equals us laughing together. And when we laugh together, what happens? We fucking like each other and we want each other more. It's not just me, it's you too. So do you guys see how we're now laughing together and like feeling something for each other? I'm pausing like you guys can answer me, but do you guys now see how all these feelings are now present and compounding and building within a woman's brain and body because of you? I'm gonna pause for a little bit. I want to run and grab my water. I forgot it, but I want you guys to take a look. If you guys are taking notes, I want you to just look at this slide a little longer. Okay, so now let's talk about flirting and getting her to flirt back with you. Let me see what the lag is looking like. I love this slide. Doing the math here. Great, let's do the math. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about flirting and getting her to flirt back with you. Which all my clients will now roll their eyes when I say this, because I do hammer this home like a motherfucker every single session, is we have to create connecting statements. And it's only now motherfucking dawning on me that I haven't explained to you guys what connecting statements are. I'm sorry. But I wanted you guys to hear the science and psychology behind how we get to feeling all these fucking feels for you. So again, most men think that they need to say something blatantly romantic or sexual, or something stating the obvious. I like you. I want to be your boyfriend. I'm sexually interested in you. But to be honest, that's just really off-putting sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Again, we women, our erogenous zone, our biggest erogenous zone is our brains. And the more you can make us an active participant in cultivating and growing that desire, the more we will want you. There's nothing like romantic and sexual tension, guys. We all live for it. Even you guys like it too. So first, I want you to ditch the notion that you ever have to be so fucking bold as to say, I want you. And instead, just show it. And the way to show it is through these connecting statements where you now talk about us. A bunch of you should be familiar with this. It's module 1 in my Speak to Spark Arousal program, where I talked about having a me statement, which is a personal relevant statement, and then the you statement, which is the how about you, and then finalizing it with an us. I talk about the trusty triangle, which is me, you, and us. Okay, so I have this one client who I just talked to him too. For the first time ever, he finally got a handle on all of this, and he comes into a coaching session with one of my practice girls. And real quick, for those of you who don't know, my coaching program entails you jumping on a Zoom call with me or another coach and a practice girl. And I watch you interact with a practice girl. I turn off my video, I turn off my microphone, and I just take notes on your action based on all the things we talked about the first 3 days, pretty much. Anyway, so he was always good enough at interactions. He was always good enough at conversations. He made me laugh the first time I met him. I was like, you'll be fucking easy. He's already considered the life of the party among his friends. He's extremely outgoing and extroverted. But yeah, this stuff he was really struggling with, especially since he'd never really been taught how to interact with women. He was like the funny guy. Anyway, so one day he just finally gets it. He's PRS plus haying. He's staying completely connected and present in the moment. And him and my girlfriend are just laughing their asses off the entire time. And I'm laughing just watching. He's not even talking to me, but I'm feeling the energy. I'm laughing instantly because he's being so personal and because he's being so relevant. Again, it's why we can connect with people on the movie screen, even though they're not speaking to us directly, is because we can see them personally through their eyes. Anyway, so I'm laughing my ass off just watching. He's using a connecting statement every single goddamn time that he makes a personal revelation and they connect. And sometimes it's as simple as, see, this is why we can't go to the bars together. They're going to kick us out when we go. Or saying something as far as, okay, you know what? You hate apples. We're going to fight because I will be damned if apples aren't on our weekly grocery list. Just like really cute stuff. And I jump back on the call and I always ask my practice girls for feedback. Like, how'd you feel in that interaction with said client? And her response was, oh my God, you still have me blushing. You were so flirty today. And his response was, wait, I was flirty? No, I wasn't. Yeah, I was flirting. Because to him, because he wasn't intentionally being romantic or saying something sexual or saying he wanted her in those ways, he probably didn't. I know he probably doesn't want her like that. But because he wasn't consciously aware of himself flirting, it made it that much better. But the woman on the receiving end perceived it as so and enjoyed it. Okay, you guys got to listen closely to this. Because when you, as the man, take the lead in leading us to togetherness, the land of togetherness, in ways that no other person in our lives does already, because it's in our biological nature as heterosexual women to be on the lookout for a man who we could propagate the species with, we instinctively perk up in a way where we start seeing you differently than anyone else, differently than any other man. And then when we start thinking about being together with you differently than any other man, this inadvertently leads to those special feelings for you. Again, we're thinking about you differently than any other person, any other man. So then we have different feelings towards you, which then reinforces our actions towards being special to you. Does that make sense? I wish we had like a diagram of how the brain works and the actions and the emotions. Basically, because once you start speaking uniquely to us with the use of connecting statements, where you're taking your personal, relevant, unique shit, connecting it to our personal, relevant, unique shit, and creating an only me and you statement back at us, you inadvertently force us women to see and feel something for you that is only me and him. In our minds, that's what romance is to women. Seeing you in a way that's just completely unique to any other relationship in our lives. So once you guys get connecting statements down, again, it's an us statement. I'm trying to think of what he said today. The very first call, this was him meeting a completely new woman, very first call. Something like, oh, you and I, don't worry, I won't put the game on every weekend since you hate soccer or some shit like that. And she's like, well, you know, I just need you to pay attention to me. It was really cute. But you'll see women perk up. You'll see women jump on board and have these knee-jerk laughs, blushing at the things you say, joining you with things like, stop, we don't have to go, or stop, we have to go to the bars together because we'll get kicked out, or fine, apples are on the list, but Oreos and Dino Nuggets are on that list too. We women are going to join you because you've taken that step for us. You've led us there. I can't tell you how many of my girls just feel instantly sweet on my clients the second they start getting this down. And you'll see it for yourself in the form of these knee-jerk emotional reactions and her jumping on board and taking things further. Again, I have clients who got girls giving them their numbers before they even ask, or planning out dates themselves. Because we women, we get so fucking excited about a man who can think in terms of us. It's why it's such a common joke that women love hearing the words we or us. And it's why men need to be careful using those words. Anytime a man says something about we or us to me, I'm like, oh, this guy better calm down. Oh my God, I'm about to fall in love. And it could be like fucking anybody. It could be somebody at the gas station, whatever. I just instantly perk up because those words are powerful enough to get us wanting you and to get us chasing you. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Okay, so just a recap of getting women laughing and flirting with you. Basically, same shit I've been saying. Hammering home personal relevant statements. How about you? Connecting shit. So being personal and relevant is the only way to be completely unexpected and incongruent to societal norms because you're being yourself and no one else can fucking be that to a woman. Then how about you? So she inadvertently connects, feels connected, and then reinforcing that connection within the present moment, like we talked about yesterday. Now, all of this togetherness creates feelings of similarity, connectedness, shared laughter, because by getting her to be personal and relevant as well, she is now saying some unexpected, incongruent shit, which gets you laughing. And then connecting statements. You then introduce this concept of togetherness that not only she experiences mentally, but she also feels it emotionally. And with that mental and emotional experience of you doing this unique thing that involves the two of you together, it signals to her biological senses that you are a man worth mating with. I hate ending with a preposition. I apologize. And that's how it fucking happens. You guys can Google this shit. I'm not making any of it up. So, but do you see why speaking to a woman like this, how building on these steps from day one, day two to today, as opposed to trying to say something funny or trying to be funny guy or trying to blatantly be sexual and romantic / weird. Do you see how this whole process gets women laughing and wanting you? You've got to fucking see it. You've got to fucking see it. But of course, like I've been saying, it does require your practice. You got to practice to get this shit into your muscle memory. Getting it on autopilot, which is what we're going to talk about Thursday. And for anybody looking to do that, also, if you guys want the recordings of this stuff, Patricia, if you could throw up the link, come on to my latest masterclass on Thursday, where we're going to talk about the 3 steps to becoming a natural with women, where you're going to take what I teach you from all 4 of these days together, including today especially, and get it ingrained in you on autopilot. We're going to have it unconscious. It's going to be part of your personality. I think Patricia put in the link. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so click on that, or I think the link is in the description, or I think, yeah, jessicajdating.com/3 steps. Because again, guys, it's not enough to just know it, all right? A lot of you guys don't know all this shit. You got to get your body doing it and owning it. And that's actually what we're going to talk about tomorrow. We're going to discuss body language and physicality. But you'll see, and you'll feel that not only does this shit work, it works every time. So yeah, you're going to get women asking you out, flirting back with you, laughing, and we're to the point where you know for a fact that you're doing it correctly every time, and you're not even trying as hard anymore. Either way, you'll just know that you've got it. And with that confidence, you're not ever going to have to worry ever again. The door, I've said it so many times, the door's just open for you. The opportunities and the options just come flooding in to the point where you're doing it less and less. So Find out how to make this happen by signing up on Thursday's masterclass. I'm charging it for it now if you haven't heard already. I did put on this masterclass last year, and last year I was like, I'm doing it free. Next time I'm charging, so I am going to charge for it. But really to keep it more personal, I want the guys who are serious on it. And if you're serious about it, you're also going to get copies of the training. But I'm gonna sell all these trainings day 1 to day 5 for $150. It's gonna be my new training series. I might replace Speak to Spark Arousal, to be honest. This is like the best shit I've ever taught. But right now you can have it for $14.99 before I start charging $150 for it. We do have a cap as usual, but either way, you guys now have exactly what you need to get women laughing and flirting back with you. And yeah, tomorrow we're going to talk about putting it in your body language and physicality, how to move with this stuff, how to get this stuff in motion. And yeah, if you haven't signed up yet, sign up at jessicajdating.com/3steps. Oh my God, Patricia, we thought this was going to be so much shorter. It was the longest. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow to talk about body language. Have a good night, guys. This was fun. Take care. How do I end stream?